Find insight, guidance, and answers. Tune into Spirit with radio medium Laura Lee.
Laura Lee, tuning into Spirit for my special guest caller, Judy.
Hi, Laura Lee. Thank you for taking my call.
Of course. Where are you calling from?
Akron, Ohio.
Judy, first impression. I see a male and a female standing there, so I almost feel like these are some parents that are on the other side, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does. They're both gone.
Yeah, they're there with you. But they're accompanied by, well, there's a lot back there, but there's a male that's popping up right there alongside of you or coming into my vision. And when it's right alongside, it could be a brother, uncle, son, and he's in front of them. So to me, he passed after they did. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. That's the one I'm asking about. And it is my brother.
But he's all those other things too.
Yes.
And did anybody ever say, "Hey, Jude," like the song?
Oh, that's what he called me.
Hey, Jude. Love that song.
Well, he didn't sing it, but he did call me Jude.
Well, then it is him. It's just to confirm. He says he was out like a light, just very sudden.
Yes.
I feel like he was like hit in the head.
Yes.
It's like hurts my head.
Oh, yeah.
He says, don't worry. There's no pain. It was very sudden. There's also a namesake. I don't know if it's tied to him and or your dad.
He has a son that is a namesake of my dad's brother.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Wow. It's interesting you picked up on that.
Well, there's a lot of namesakes, but he just wants to mention that as a confirmation. Good guy. He was a good guy. You were pretty close from my understanding.
He lived in South Carolina, so as close as you can be at that distance.
No, what I mean is close because you guys were the few left.
Yes.
Like there was 3 at one point, and maybe you're down to 2.
That is absolutely correct.
Also, I hear the name Joe or Joseph. Who's that connected to?
That's his son, and that's the namesake.
Okay, again, another confirmation, so you know this is real. He says somebody has gone to the church and prayed for him, lit a candle for him. Who is this? Is that you or somebody connected?
It's probably his wife. She's Catholic, so I would imagine that would be her.
Right. And I just feel, tell them he loves them very much.
Yeah, she's a little upset that she hasn't seen or heard from him since he passed, but I don't, sometimes yes, sometimes no. I mean, I don't know what to tell her.
Well, grieving blocks it, but it's a natural human emotion. So, I mean, we all process it differently, but if she's dreaming about him, that in itself is a visitation.
Last I heard, she hadn't heard anything, nothing at all, but it's okay. We'll just figure that out at a later date.
When the time's right.
Yeah.
And there's a reconnection with all of you guys at some point, if there hadn't already been.
You're absolutely correct. His daughter's getting married next month.
And you're all going to be together so you can share in the way that you want.
Yeah, I will, with who I can. You're really good. You're good. You've got it all so far. I have one question, and I don't know if you can answer it or not. The police report said that he went off the side of the road and overcorrected. I would like to know if that is the truth, or if he was reaching for something. I know he was distracted of some sort.
It was a phone.
There's a phone. Answering or...
Just, he was upset about something and was not paying attention, was not aware. He wasn't in the greatest mood anyway.
Okay.
But, again, it was just an accident. It wasn't like there was any intention behind it.
No, it was very horrific.
I'm sorry to hear for everybody.
A 26-year-old guy was also, it was 2 dump trucks that hit, and there wasn't much left of either one, and the other guy got burned up in the accident. It was horrific, and he did too, so it was really bad. And when they showed it on the thing, that they showed, how the helicopter flies over?
Mm-hmm.
And they had a yellow tarp over there, and his son goes, "That's my dad right there." And I'm like, yeah, it has to be. So it was bad. But anyway, thank you for that. I really appreciate everything you're saying is dead on. No pun intended.
Right. I was just going to say, Judy, thank you for being my caller today.
Thank you for the clarification and all the information, and I thank you for doing what you do. I appreciate it.
It was my pleasure, and if you'd like to call into the show, sign up at radiomedialauralee.com, and thank you for subscribing and sharing our show. We appreciate you.